I'm going to put this underneath my eyeball. Love a good heavy bottom. Hello, thank you for watching my video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Audrey and I make videos about beauty and lifestyle, and if you are coming back, thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. And in today's video, I am just going to do, I don't know, I'm gonna go with the flow. The idea is something with orange and yellow in it because I don't really do that often. You'll see. I kind of want to just go with the flow with everything that's been happening in the world. I just want to relax, and makeup is a way that I do that. So let's get started. Okay, so as you can tell, I already did my mascara off of camera as well as my eyelid primer. So in today's video, I'm going to be using the James Charles palette. Woo! Speaking of, I'm gonna go in, sorry, with this one with a flat brush and just kind of coat my whole entire eyelid. But I've been watching Instant Influencer. I actually just started it yesterday, and holy heck, very grateful that it's free, because I saw YouTube Originals and honestly I was like, oh, well, I'm not watching that because it's gonna be, you'll have to pay for it. And then I honestly don't watch James Charles, but I go to his one video kind of talking about it, and one of the comments that he like added to the video was about how it's free and they appreciate it. I'm like, it's free? What the frick? So I turn it on and it's so interesting, especially for somebody like me who is a very small YouTuber trying to grow. It's just so interesting. Or, you know, if you like makeup and you like that type of style of a reality show, kind of like RuPaul's Drag Race and stuff, like the judges and all that stuff. It's very freaking interesting. It teaches you a lot of stuff about makeup and the techniques and everything, and the way he critiques. He is such a good freaking host. It's crazy. But I highly recommend that show if you haven't watched it. And if you do start watching it, let's start talking about it in the comments of my videos because I'm all for that. Okay, so next I am going to go in with the Morphe M330 brush and take this yellow down here. And I'm just going to work that into my crease. On the same thought process, I guess, or whatever, of reality TV, I have been watching Too Hot to Handle. Actually, I finished it, let's be honest. Me and Matt, my boyfriend, stopped at episode 8 just because like we had watched it all day long and we wanted to go to bed. So we stopped at episode 8, and we honestly could have just stopped there. So if you ever watch it, don't even finish the rest of the episodes. It's kind of stupid. You kind of already have an idea of who's with who and why they're with them, and then the 3 extra people that come in, and nothing really good happens with them. So, but their personalities, I guess with all reality TV shows, like some of their personalities were good and like you grew with and you understood and you're like, I really like this character, I can relate so much. And then the other half are just annoying and they're like, why are they even on the show? Like I don't really get it at all. Kind of like Kel's, like he's the accountant of the show and he does nothing. He doesn't get into a relationship, and I know you can't determine that before going in, but it's just like at a certain point I would have left. Kind of like that Matthew guy did. But I'm not going to give any more spoilers. You can watch it if you want. It's okay. Definitely Love is Blind is a gazillion times better. So if you're into reality shows and like you're wanting a good one to watch and you haven't watched Love is Blind, go watch that. It's a really good one. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with the E17 and grab the orange shade in the palette. And I'm going to go in to like this corner and kind of fill it and do like a, what is that, half moon on the inside is what we'll be doing. So how's everybody doing during this quarantine? My anxiety this past week was a whole other level. Like I have never been, it's never in my life been that bad. And it was like my throat. Like my body was anxiety, like my body and my mind, and then my mind went away for the anxiety, but then my body still had it, which I've never had, like that type of thing. Is that real? I just felt like my body was shaking and it was weird. I've never had that happen to me. Like my throat was tensing up and it still kind of hurts. Like at first I was like, oh gosh, that's the first sign of the you know what. But it's kind of gone down a little bit and I got no other signs. But it scared the crap out of me. I've never had anxiety like that before. So if you've had that and you have tricks and tips on how to get rid of like the body part of anxiety, which I've never had, like I mentioned, definitely give me some tips below, because I was literally petrified. There was like some points where I'm just like, I couldn't sleep either. Like I literally slept Sunday into Monday, 1 hour. And then Tuesday I got a good 7 hours. I was like, yes, I'm done. And then Wednesday I slept 1 hour again. And I'm just like, I don't know what is happening with my body. How do I fix this? And then for the half moon area on the inside, I'm gonna go in with Ladybird from ColourPop. Ooh, honey, look at this. What the heck? Like, are you kidding me? She's one of my favorites. Like, anytime I need a good sparkle to the eye look, I just pop this baby on there. And then let's zoom in this in so you can like see the full effect of it with me. Ooh, baby, look at her go. Oh my gosh, that's so stinking pretty. Oh. Literally, just look at this. And these shadow shock colors, or whatever the heck this is called. What are these called? Super Shock shadows from ColourPop are like so stinking cheap too. Like, I have them in all different colors and they're all like this crazy amount of pigment. So highly recommend those. I'm gonna go back in with the orange again and that same brush I used for it, and kind of just touch up the top portion here and have it blend better with that ColourPop shadow. Wow, I'm really liking this. This is very pretty. And again, I'm gonna go in with the yellow and kind of just blend out the top portion of it. Oh my freaking god, I'm sweating so bad. All right, your girl's putting her hair up. It's too much. It's too much happening. I'm too hot to handle. That was a pun. Did you get it? Did you understand it? And I'm self-tanned today, so I'm feeling like a whole other person. And I kind of want to give myself a different name for when I'm tan, because this personality is not pale Audrey. Let me tell you. When I am pale, I feel down in the dumps. I think it's just because of how pale I am. I am literally the... Ooh, that's kind of a lot. I am literally the palest of the pales. Like, I don't understand how God can make somebody so pale. And then on top of it, the first, like, anytime I get embarrassed, you can see because my face just lights up like Rudolph's nose, and it's a whole thing. And oh, you know what's even worse? When people freaking point it out. I hate when people point it out. Like, I'll be talking about something and I'll be super passionate, and like one time I was talking about dogs and I was just like talking about my future dog and how I'm so excited to have one, and then they were just like, oh my gosh, your face is getting really red, and I'm like, don't point that crap out. I don't need to hear that. Like, I know, I can feel it happening. Anyway, one heck of a blot primer. And Maybelline, I'm really trying to get through this. Like, I don't know how much more of this I could use to try to get rid of this. Like, because I don't wear makeup day to day. But like, I have been sitting on this bottle for months and I just don't know how to get rid of it. And I really want to try new ones, but like, I don't want to hurt the earth more than it's already hurting. I don't know, it's wasteful. It's not good for the environment to just buy stuff all the time. So I'm trying to be good about that. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better now that I put my hair up. Do you ever, like, speaking of like getting embarrassed, like I just was talking about, do you ever remember stuff from the past and get re-embarrassed? But like, there's times where I literally will think back on stuff that happened in high school. I am 25, I should not be thinking about high school. And I will like start getting embarrassed all over again. And I'm just like, this was years ago. Nobody but me is thinking about this. Why do I care? So I was very, very different when I was in high school, because I was dating this guy for like 4 years from 8th grade to senior year. So I was with this one guy. He was very controlling. I couldn't do anything. So I had like no friends. Come senior year, I break up with them because, hello, controlling, I finally came to. I remember this guy from a different school asking me to go to his like homecoming. I have never gone to a homecoming before because the guy I was dating that was controlling didn't want to go, because first off, he was older, so like he wouldn't know anybody there, which I understood, but he also wouldn't let me go with the 2 friends that I did have. So I had never been, and I was just like, well, I guess, and since it was a completely different school, I knew nobody. So add that all together and I'm just like mentally freaking out. I sweat so easily. It's absurd. And I remember dancing with him for like, you know, pop, lock, and drop it and stuff. And I started sweating so bad. It was crazy. So I kept going to the bathroom to wipe my sweat away because I didn't want to look sweaty and I didn't want my dress to get sweaty. And when I say sweaty, I mean like there will be lines right here from like where my body crosses and stuff that will be sweat marks. I just didn't want to look sweaty. So I go in there and it got to the point where he started asking why I kept going to the bathroom. He's like, are you okay? Do we need to go? And I'm just like, no, I'm fine. And I remember getting so embarrassed about it because I'd never been on a date with a boy, first off, and gone to a dance with somebody. And I was just like, I am never doing this again. Like, I am just over this. That one wasn't that bad. There's definitely a lot worse stories that come into my mind on my pillowcase. Oh, speaking of Gabby Hanna, oh wow. She just released a new song called Glass House. And she just gets better and better as time goes. Like, what is that? The one where it was a really good video, but like it wasn't a catchy song, so I didn't really care that much. The one where it's like a teddy bear in a house and it catches on fire. The song was good. Didn't really have the video, so I don't watch it because I usually watch her stuff on YouTube. Or any music on YouTube. And I thought I was like, uh-oh, this is when it's coming. Like, it's just gonna start getting crappy now. And then she releases like all of her like cool ones. Wow, she has 6 million subscribers. I didn't know that. Ooh, okay, so Broken Girls was really good. Flies was really good, and Pillowcase. I'd have to say that's my favorite. All of my favorites off of her EP, Two-Way Mirror. I don't know, her music, what is that one? When they're in the circle and she's like in a therapy session. Medicate. I think that one's like literally my favorite one. Not video wise, but just lyric wise. Ooh, baby. That's the one. Okay, sorry, I just had like a really bad bronzer fail, and I'm still trying to work through it. But anyway, Glass House came out yesterday and it is so stinking good, the editing, and I think it's just because I edit my own videos and I understand how freaking hard it is. The editing to that video is just wild. And we all know Gabby Hanna is stinking amazing with her videos and her ideas and just her lyrics in general. She's obviously an artist, but this is just, it knocks it out of the water. Like, all of her other music videos are good. This one is crazy. So if you haven't watched it, go freaking watch it. Do yourself a favor. The lyrics are amazing and the meaning behind them. Apparently, she's just like, you're never going to be able to find like all the hidden messages. And girl, I don't have time to find all the hidden messages. I've like looked at some of her tweets that she favorited on YouTube, or tweets, so Twitter, tweets that she favorited on Twitter, and some of them are like so in detail that they caught, and I'm just like, how did you catch that? Oh, sorry. I used the Fit Me powder which is literally almost gone, so let me show you. Fit Me powder for my face. Then I used the Milani Baked Brush in Rose Dior. I don't know. It's really pretty though. Like, I like how baked blushes look with highlight. They kind of just like blend together seamlessly. And then I'm going to go in with the James Charles, this one. I think it's called Face. I want to say it's called Face, but I don't know. I don't have the name. But yeah, the hidden messages in there, like the tweets that she's favoriting of people who found some of them, I'm just like, my brain wouldn't have even thought to think that deep, first off, on her end, and second off, to even look. Like, you'd have to freeze every single frame and watch in detail and be like, oh, that has something in it, I have to watch that. And that's just not something my brain has the capacity for. I'm gonna go in with the M506 brush. This is very teeny tiny blender brush. I don't know. I'm gonna go into the yellow and this top color to kind of diffuse the yellow a little bit. Boom! And then zoom you in for a little bit. I'm going to this underneath my eyeball. Love a good heavy bottom. heavy bottom makeup. Now I'm going to go in with the M432. It's a very flat shader brush like this, and pick up that orange again. Get that on there good. And I'm going to tight line the bottom. And now I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used the yellow with and get the same two colors and kind of blend together the yellows and the orange that I put. I overdid it with the bottom. So, you live and you learn, babies. I'm just going to put a little bit of foundation under there, kind of clean it up. I'm going to go in with a little bit more mascara and kind of just touch up the tops of them and the bottom, because the reason I do my mascara first is because I literally mess everything up if I don't. I am so messy when it comes to my mascara, it's not even funny. If I'm doing false lashes, I'll do my whole eye makeup and then I'll do the mascara, but like when I'm trying to make my eyelashes look good, I am a complete mess. I just do it as messily as I can and then I get a Q-tip and wipe it all away. And I've been doing that my whole entire life, so it's kind of hard to retrace my steps and fix my ways, so I'm just going to keep doing it the way that I know. And then for my eyebrows, I'm going to be going in with the Essence Make It Brow. This is bomb. It's like the Benefit Brow Gel, and it has like little fibers in it. And I just like doing this instead of actually doing my eyebrows. They kind of still get lost in pictures, which I honestly don't care about, but if I know I'm going to be photographed, I'll like fill in the ends of my eyebrows, but the beginning of my eyebrows, they're already good. They don't need the help. They can look like those chunky brows, and I do not like that if I fill them in. So I just go ahead with brow gel and fill them in a little bit. They're definitely sisters, not twins, and that's okay with me. Okay, and then for highlight for my eyeballs, I'm gonna go in with the James Charles palette and this flat, little tiny shader brush, whatever. You use what you want to use. We're in a day and age where you all have your own brushes, so do the best to match. There you go, that's what I got. Try to match it, I guess. And then I'm just going to, I guess I can zoom you in for this part too. And then I'm just going to do the top part. I did a lot. And then I like doing my Cupid's bow, just because I like the shape of it, so I like accentuating it. And I only do the tip of my nose because I've noticed with this highlight, if I do it on the bridge of my nose, which I do like doing, it creates a shadow and I freaking hate that. It makes me livid. And then I'm gonna go in on the inside of my eyes. Pack it on the inside. Like nobody's business. I'm going to go in with the Rimmel lip liner and Snob. It looks freaking amazing. I'm not even gonna try, whatever, it's beautiful. Or I look so good in this. Beep, beep. When I have a tan on, but when I don't have a tan on, it is just not eye color. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, please give it a like, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Join my little family, it's growing by the day.